Hello, welcome to the Dyson Sphere program. My name is Gentleman Stan, and I think we have reached the final end game, guys. And end game really means that I pretty much researched everything that I could. Oh, I guess I do have one more. Let's go ahead and research that guy. But yeah, I'm pretty much done researching pretty much everything. I think I got a Dyson Sphere stress system just for my Dyson Sphere, and then the last one I believe is this mission complete using the universal matrix. But yeah, everything else before it's been all researched, and I'm very excited to have finally finished this. Yeah, this planet with this belt system can only support so much. So what I did was I went ahead and imported all of the sciences from the mega factory, and yeah, and you'll notice that I pretty much am importing every single type of matrix. I'm not trying to import too much, as after we're done researching everything, these items basically become obsolete. And the reason is because, you know, when we look at this research tree, we don't really use, well, any of the colored ones that's not white, and we're not going to use it to research anymore. It's just going to be purely the white universe matrix up here, which uses all 5 of them plus a antimatter proton. So I think it'd be good to have a quick map research and kind of see where everything's at. Good check in. So I have not destroyed or taken down this world. Still, I think that I'm going to leave this world up, but then right at this point right now, I have these 3 artificial suns sitting in the back as backup. I'm allowing these accumulators to suck in power from the lava planet. And yeah, I still got the belt system. I still do come here occasionally for some of the, what do you call these well, the malt, right? So sometimes I have to go to a different planet. I need to get the sulfuric acid, right? I can pump their ocean with tons of sulfuric acid, so that's really nice. Let's go ahead and then take a look at star number 1. So one of the things that we'll look at, we won't forget about, is the Dyson Sphere. As you can see, it's I've added a bit of stuff, and yeah, I've split the machine gun rail system into 2 different massive Dyson swarms. The original one in the middle, and this one I'm flying into. I added it later. But let's go ahead and stop by the lava planet just to check it out. Yep. So, yep. On this side, so on this side it will be on Dyson swarm number 1 orbit, and on this side will be Dyson swarm number 2 orbit. So, as you can see, it's still shooting very aggressively. Now that you've seen the Dyson Sphere, let's go ahead and give a count. So, we have 17.6 gigawatts, with 1.67 gigawatts coming from the Dyson swarm itself. I maintain about 46,000 solar sails. As you can see, it does maintain pretty nicely at that number. If I upgrade the technology to continue upgrading the life, how long a Dyson sail can exist, then that number will definitely go up. But yeah, even with me completing these massive nodes up here, it can still shoot the solar sails, and I'm able to maintain that 1200 per minute kind of machine gun effect. As you can see, the sun itself, what is it? Triangula Australis has been encapsulated into a true Dyson Sphere. This is a Dyson Sphere here, and even though it's a small one, it's still, regardless, it's a Dyson Sphere. Here's the sun itself. As you can see, it pretty much exists inside of the Dyson Sphere. It's a lot less bright, except for the Dyson Swarm itself. So it gives a kind of a cool effect when you use the Dyson Swarm. Yeah, let's check out the whole machine gun effect here real quick. Let's go find a chunk. chunk of the planet that's shooting like crazy. As you can see, here's one area firing like crazy between two different types. And then if you go to the other side, yeah, you can see at the other side it's firing. So yep, there it is. Boom, boom, boom. I think it looks really nice. This is a really nice end game kind of system to just be firing that much. So let's take a look at our solar arrays. So we actually capped out at 5 per minute. This is the max generation a ray receiver can give. And I have an absurd amount of rays, which is just fine. As you can see, we have 10,000 critical photons. That's just what we need, and it looks really nice because I basically have it start in the middle, and it basically, if you follow this line, right, that it all feeds into this main line right here, and then so the priority will always be this outside, or what do you call it? This outside circle part. Every time a shipment is taken, right, it sucks it out from the outside part first, slowly going toward the center. Honestly, it's going to be yeah, this is never going to run out. This is pretty much an infinite resource. Especially, I mean, look at the scale of this Dyson sphere. Even though it looks kind of small when you zoom in on this thing, but when you're on the planet and you're looking up on this thing, it's like, man, I can't even comprehend the scale of this thing. Yeah, this is just insanity. Let's go ahead and visit the Mega Factory. Let's see, where is the Mega Factory? Factory Australia's 4. It's over there. Go ahead and warp. I guess I'll see you guys later when we arrive there. Take a long time. Nah, just kidding. Thanks to the warp, being able to warp, we're able to get around pretty quick. And here it is. The at this point, my graphics card. You know, I have an older graphics card. I'm getting a new one this Thursday, but. I'm getting like 10 frames per second because just how much stuff is going on with this planet. Yeah, I added, you know, I think for those who have watched this section, if you remember the bottom of my planet, this is where I shot my Dyson rockets. I've optimized it so it shoots 2 rockets per second. And we have a major surplus because we're no longer constructing. But around its perimeters, I've added these mega structures of science facilities. So basically, I sat down and did the calculations so that all the colored cubes, right, all the colored matrices, there's a bunch, blue, red, yellow, purple, green. I did 10 matrices per second, right? But then the universe matrix itself takes 5 per second. I did that one to build it at 5 per second. So the reason why I did this was because if I needed to I guess exceed the white, I wanted to kind of have everything result in 5 matrices per second. So because the universe matrix consumes 5 per second for every single other one. So when the colored ones all output 10, in reality it only outputs 5 per second because the white matrix is sucking out 5 per second. You'll notice that this green one is just massive. Yeah, this green one just took a long time to build because it's just a gigantic amount of... Ooh, what's that? Ooh, very nice. It just takes way too long just to make one, and I had to calculate it that this is what it would take to produce that 10 per second. I capped everything out at 1,000 because now I want this white one to be really the final research. So let's go ahead and finish the game. I think it was actually, you know, before we do that, I want to go to the other planet before we do that. Let's go finish up our tour. Right, I have no idea how fast that's going to be, but you know, this. Actually, you know what? Let's head back. I think this is it. I think you guys seen it from the last part of the factory. Really, the only parts I have left open. There isn't that much left on this planet anymore. Is take a look. You know, we have two. We have like that's like maybe 2 spots right there. Right, this is all filled up. Right, all filled up. Well, I guess we have 2 more here. You can see I've expanded my artificial sun by about 50%. Just to give you an insight to what the power consumption looks like. I have a 5 gigawatt capacity when the factory on average uses about 2 gigawatts. And when I'm building the Dyson sphere itself, it goes all the way up to 4 gigawatts. And so 5 gigawatts is really, I think that's really all I need. And as you can see, I am just out of room. I guess I have. Oh, actually, I have quite a bit of room now that I notice it. But these silicon ores are kind of in the way. Yeah, I guess I still have room for expansion on this planet, but really the frames per second is so low that it may not be worth the build. Maybe when I get my new graphics card. All right. So in terms of supply chain, let's review it really quick. As we recall, this is the supply chain between the planets. There's a lot less ships going between the planets, but rather you see a lot more coming from interstellar systems. So what we see here is I have a bunch going to that black hole. We have a whole bunch of resources there. This is so every single one of these ships, I just want to remind you, is using one of those warping things, those space warping stuff, gravitational stuff, and it's pretty expensive to be bringing everybody everywhere. So I really had to mass produce those warpers, but warpers itself is not too bad once you scale up the production. Yeah, I brought in I made a couple lines of this mega factory oil, right? Turned oil into refined oil and hydrogen, right? Yeah, some of these things just got huge. Let's get off this planet. It's just frames per second is just not good. It was just so satisfying to just when we look at supply chain network of just between sun systems, right? Basically star systems. It's just so cool to watch them just fly in and out of each other, right? I currently have Sargus, Coax, and this DSR, that name, whatever. I'm not sure why they name it those, but I definitely appreciate the scale of this game itself. All right, so let's go back and then we'll check out how that. Oops, I passed it. Let's go ahead and check out the white science, and I think that we'll finish off with that. Brain research. Yep, looks like everything is super saturated. All right, folks, that's really it. Let's start her up. Looks like it'll take about 5 minutes. It's kind of nuts. Very nice. So really this will take 5 minutes to do. So I guess we can just, we'll just chill out here and just let it do its thing. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that you guys might want to check out, but I think this game was quite something. I ain't gonna lie. It took a lot of time to construct the Dyson sphere itself, especially these two massive ones out here. They took so many sales. I finished them, and now this is what we have here is this beautiful kind of this structure here that basically just it just looks really nice. I'm sure there's a lot more cooler systems that people can think of and have designed some crazy systems. It looks really nice, but I think if I were to play this game again, maybe if there was a major update, right? I think that what I'd like to do for the next round is, instead of having Triangulus Australis, if we look at the star illumination is 1.002, right? So in terms of how big the Dyson sphere had to be, or the structure, it had to be very, very big. I think that it'd be a really good thing to have a much brighter star. I'm not technically not. I am not aware of. Let me see. I don't know. Like this one is a 1.77 luminosity, right? So that one is super bright, right? Oh, I was looking at the other day. There's some really weird stars around here, like these. You know, there's a spinning photon looking thing, right? And there's just, I have no idea. There's just super strange looking stars. I think it was this white one. There was a star somewhere that it was spinning just like crazy. It was a very impressive thing to look at. I think it was definitely a white one. So you can see the luminosity is 1.22, you know, 1.77. I've seen one of those. I don't really know what the brightest type is. Who is NTR? Ah, here it is, a neutron star. This is a very weird looking one. It's a huge temperature. It's old. Luminosity is terrible. But man, that's just some bizarre looking structure. It's just spinning super fast. I think I'll just keep it. Yeah, we definitely want to keep that thing. Huh. I think in this star format, I only have two of those really unusual things. Yeah, if we click around right, we can just see that 1.77 really was the highest luminosity. Sometimes some of these are really, the big ones are not that good. Yeah, I got pretty lucky being super close to this. Well, this one is a 1.002, but I next time I play this game, like I said, maybe when a big patch comes out, I'll build on a planet that's, or a star system that has a much higher luminosity, and then probably just make a very basic Dyson sphere. So yeah, like this, something that doesn't have to be this big. The mech itself can run really fast now, considering all of the upgrades have been done. Right here, the mechanical frame, it allows me to run superiorly fast. Right, 2 meters per second. Right, and some of the things that I really appreciate is this core energy. I can increase the limit of my core. I can also increase infinitely mecha fuel power, the recovery speed, right, consumption. I can have even faster drones. You know, I can have even more drones, so I can mass build things really fast. If you look on the right side is my stats, right? Looks like I've uploaded 3,245 universe matrix uploaded, so that's pretty nice. It also gives us look at that, 0.15 light years per second. I think I can upgrade the speed of those things. Oh yeah, right here. 50% light speed, 50% navigation speed. That's just fantastic. The ore consumption divided by minor product, right? I think that one, I didn't know this, but veins, it says that you can get a 6% ore consumption reduction, right? But that's based on what I have right now, so it scales downwards. It's not like I can do it's like 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6. It's like 6% of 100, and then that's like 94%. So and then 6% of 94%. You know, that's I don't know. It's like 80 something, but it gets less and less. So really, if I want to have infinite amount of ores, I have to research this. I think like 170 times, and every time you do, I have no idea what happens when you research one of these. So all right, well, it looks like we're about to finish. The Dyson Sphere game is coming to a close for this nice early access. I really think this was worth it, and I really enjoyed this game, guys. There it is, guys. Hey, you know, for those who have watched,
Congratulations, builder of great civilizations.
Me.
The primary mission of the Dyson Sphere program has been successfully completed with your efforts. The energy you provided is bound to make the homeland develop with high speed, and your figure will imprint with every step forward. This cluster has been activated. To remember your achievements, people light up a star in the Milky Way star map. Yes, it will always record your contribution to the forthcoming third-level civilization. Now please rest a while, and then embark on the journey of the Sea of Stars again.
Wow, that is so cool. That is so cool. We've completed it pretty much, guys. Like I said, I thank everyone for watching, and if there's anything that you guys want to see, I probably will be happy to show you guys more things. But I think some of the things that I want to see this game improve on are like blueprints, being able to copy parts of the factory and slap it down. I think I'm having to hand place thousands upon thousands of inserters. Yeah, that's just a waste of time at some point. I really think that there's a lot of great opportunities for this game. Alright, well, I think, I've been on this trend of factory building games. I might take a break. I might play some Factorial, another supply chain based game like this. Maybe a C Block, a modded version, which is incredibly hard, but very interesting to play, as you literally create a base from nothing but the ocean and the sediments of what happens outside. Alright guys, till next time, see ya.